Good afternoon, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Today is day 3 of the 31-day makeup challenge. Today's question is, do you like wearing foundation? If so, what's your shade and what's your favorite brand? So my favorite brand is Milani, and I'm in the shade Chestnut, which is number 13. It matches my skin tone very well. I don't have to blend it with any other shade. Since I'm here in the UAE, they don't sell that here, so I haven't been able to get another one. And the second one is my Marc Jacobs. I'm in the shade Deep Y500. I will insert clips in the iCard of each one of these foundations. And then the third one is my Too Faced Born This Way. I'm in the shade Chai. And the Too Faced and the Marc Jacobs I did on the same day. One was on one side and the other's on the other side. Just check out that video and you'll see what I mean. Now for this eyeshadow palette, this is the one I had for a while. It's the Sephora Vivid Earth Wild Nature palette. And the color that I'm using as a transition color is brown. With using that same brush, I'm going in with my second color, which is my crease color, and I'm using Seeds, and I'm using this as a swiping back and forth motion to make sure that everything is blended together. And as you can see with this color, you do have to build it up a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with a little piece of plastic just to make sure that that outer V is nice and crisp. Again, that is optional. You can use makeup tape, which I have yet to find here in the UAE. And I will be going back and forth between those two colors just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. Now I'm going to cut my crease, which honestly I really didn't need to, but I just like the look of it being nice and clean. So I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer just to cut that a little bit. Like I said, this is optional. You don't always have to cut your crease. It just depends on what look you're going for. This particular look, I wanted to make sure that it was nice and cleaned up before adding on to my third color. And to make sure that that outer V is cleaned up a bit, I'm going to go in with that transition color again just to make sure that it's blended nice and even. My third and final color is Wild, and this is a glitter shimmer, and as you can see, I was having a hard time getting that color to show with the brush, so I just decided to switch and use my finger. Again, it is optional. You can use a brush to add it, but sometimes using your finger works just as well. And I purposely didn't go all the way to the front because I wanted to leave that the way that it is. And now I'm just taking that second shade and making sure that that and that glitter blend nice together. And you can add another color in the front of your lid. I chose not to because I liked it the way that it looked without. And I'm just making sure that I clean it up just a little bit so that everything flows nice and seamlessly. And just so I can define that color a little more, I am taking that green shade and making sure that I add a little bit more at the top just to make that stand out a little bit more. And for my foundation, I decided to mix two shades together. I mixed Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation in the shade 430 and mixed that with the MAC foundation. I'm in the shade NW45. And I did like the way that these two shades blended together. And with this concealer, I have been using this concealer for a while. This is my NYX concealer in the shade Warm Caramel. And I love this concealer. It's nice and creamy, and I feel like it gives me more full coverage. And I had to use my sponge today because I couldn't find where I did with my brush, but it worked out just as well. I just had to make sure that it was nice and damp before blending anything out. And as you can see, I did let the concealer sit there for just a little while before blending it out. Doing that will make it a little more full coverage. Also, you don't want to wait too long because it'll be a little hard to blend out. Using another damp sponge, I'm going to add on some setting powder. This is my Mercier, and I did that right away because I didn't want my under eyes to crease up on me. But just in case they do, quickly go in with the sponge to blend it out and then go in with your powder. This will help, set that concealer as well as not crease up on you. I'm just adding a little more powder under my eyes. This is my Makeup Forever setting powder, just so I can brighten up that area a little bit more without doing too much. And I finally found my blush, so today I am going to be adding on a little bit more blush, and it did make a little bit of a difference in my look. Not saying I'm going to be adding blush every time, but for today it worked perfect. I hope you all enjoyed the video just as well as I did making it. And again, this is day 3 of the 31 makeup challenge. Thanks for watching.